This time on First Impressions, Rick and Morty.
Jeez, Morty, why is this bit of for the music of the podcast? Morty, this is an awful podcast. Why are we here, Morty? What the fuck are we here for?
Oh, jeez, Rick, I don't know. I just thought it'd be a good idea. I didn't know. I'm sorry, Rick.
Just play the silly trumpet already.
Oh,
Ladies, gentlemen, and all other gender-specific pronouns, this is Two in the Bush. I am Shaun Howe, and I am joined in the bush, as ever, by Timothy Broad.
Hello.
Hello, Timothy. Now, there's something that I want to put at the beginning here that I haven't told you about.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to call it my wordplay of the week.
I mean, you don't want to talk about Microsoft weather. Is this your word?
No, we're not going to talk about weather right now because...
Wordplay or weather? Well, let's hear the wordplay.
Well, this is just basically just an excuse for me to make awful jokes.
Go on then.
So, this week's episode is sponsored by a key, an OXO cube, and some burning containers of alcohol.
Not Molotov cocktail.
No, it's lock, stock, and two smoking barrels.
Go away. Very clever, though. Beyond me, I'm afraid I don't know, though, who...
It was a film.
Oh, why would a film be sponsoring us?
No, that's not the point. I was just trying to set it up for the joke. It's an old film.
Hey, really good. Yeah, it was a brilliant joke. Loved
Thank
it.
you.
Ha ha ha. Sorry.
Ha-ha.
Sorry, this
Now.
really didn't help with your self-esteem issues.
What self-esteem?
Exactly. Well, I mean, look, I'm here for you.
Yeah, I know, because we're doing the podcast. On that note, we apologise we didn't do a podcast last week. He was busy
I was busy.
with stuff.
Family.
He was busy finding his family. He's been an orphan, and he had to find his family, and he decided last week.
No.
I realise that joke is dumb because in literally both of the last podcasts we've done, both of your parents have walked in.
Yes, but now this time, it's not going to happen. This time, we have an even bigger recording sign on the door. Because last time it was like postcard size.
Also, he might have lost the first one.
Yes, also lost the first one. But now
But that will live on forever on our SoundCloud page.
Yes, which you should go to now.
Yeah, unless if you're listening on iTunes or Stitcher or wherever, then stay here because there's no... I mean, you could listen to it on another thing, I guess, to give us more cash money.
Right, well, we're not doing this for the money. We're doing it for the entertainment.
We're doing it for the bush.
We're doing it for the bush. For the bush.
By the way, you haven't noticed that in the time before we started recording this, I put your fake ivy onto the sofa that we're sitting
I
on.
did notice you put the phone. I was thinking, I don't remember putting this there. Why is it here?
And it'll probably fall on us at any moment.
It's fine. Fake ivy.
It adds suspense to the podcast.
I think all suspense was lost when we did the Rick and Morty impressions right at the beginning.
Well, yes, but what are you saying that was so accurate that it seemed like it was some sort of space opera where they're in trouble?
Exactly.
They've found their way into the Two in the Bush podcast dimension.
Anyway, let's not analyse ourselves. Like, let's not just talk about 10 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago or whatever.
But actually, Tim, what I might as well say, what was it that you... Before we set up to start recording, we just got everything ready, and then what was it that you went and said to me?
I mean, I don't know if we can say it to our audience.
Yes, you can.
I said I needed a shit.
And he went, that was rather jarring. But
I needed to go to the toilet. I don't want to sit here for an hour. I mean, I enjoy the podcast.
But you can't be clenching for an hour.
I want to be comfortable.
But you see, you might wonder, I'm getting a call. I just got a call on my phone.
Oh wow! So it wasn't me. It wasn't my parents this time that let us know.
It was one of my parents calling me. You probably don't know if you picked that up, but I'm keeping that in.
Okay. Well, anyway.
I'm keeping that in.
Anyway, so what were you going to say?
Well, what I was going to say is I was sitting here waiting for Tim to do his business. So I was minding my own business, and then from the background I hear quite clearly Tim go, "Ugh." Now, knowing where he was, this is quite disconcerting. So, Tim, would you like to explain?
Right. So, our standards have dropped. First of all, our standards have dropped.
In the week that we've been away,
Right.
it's descending to turd jokes.
There's no joke here. It's just a fact.
This is what happened.
humans go to the toilet.
Oh, yes.
It was my
I
turn.
know, but Tim, you're not explaining why you needed to empty your bowels. You're explaining why you went, ugh.
Well, I'm getting there. But I'm just saying that.
Okay.
So, basically, it's on the toilet. I noticed that one of the taps were dripping, but not from the usual place. Like, the drippy bit of the tap.
Might as well another call.
It's fine, don't worry. And so
can I put my phone on silent or something?
Anyway, wow, brilliant. Thanks.
Sorry.
You're so professional. So anyway,
I wasn't expecting a call.
no, the point is, the tap was dripping somewhere it's not meant to. So I went to inspect, and when I went to see if I could feel a leak, I brought my hand out and I could just see brown goo on my hand, and it was very disconcerting.
Yes.
And so it wasn't poo, obviously.
Well, that we know of.
What you're saying? One of my other parents noticed.
I mean, no. I'm saying. What I'm saying is, all you know is that it wasn't your own poo.
Don't make me think. Don't make me think about that. All I know is the tap was leaking. Brown goo was probably just silt in the water. Makes me worry about what I'm drinking now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Tim, I feel like I should inform you that wasn't a chocolate milkshake.
you see, now I don't want to be in this bush anymore. So I'm going to leave the bush.
It's the dirty bush.
The dirty bush. 2 in the dirty bush. Let's leave. Oh.
That sounds very much like a vagina joke. Let's move swiftly on.
So, carry on.
Now, I believe this might actually be the quickest we've got to this segment.
Yes.
Because we weren't.
I mean, not much has happened apart from this week. Apart from when my brother was down, I did build my new bed. And,
ladies,
yeah.
he built something.
I built something.
You're not going to go in the bed, I imagine.
Well, I didn't build. I mean, my brother pretty much did most of it.
Well, yeah. Well, come on, Tim. I mean, even if you're like a fully grown adult,
Yeah,
which we pretty much are, to be honest.
apparently.
Oh, yeah, we're going everywhere apart from the mind. But pretty much anything that you build up to that point, what you mean is that you got a peer of yours to
Yes,
build it
to
for
help,
you,
yes.
and you told them what to do. Because I
Yes.
remember way back. This is going way back to that early school days. Back in I think it was year 7, was it? Mm-hmm. In French, when I built the guillotine. This is a
Yes.
story in itself. And I realised what we've done here is I said this is the quickest we got to this segment, and now we've moved away from the segment.
moving
But never
away.
mind, the tangent is strong with this one.
Talk about
But
talk about year 7 and
Well, the guillotine.
the guillotine.
What had happened is that we had been assigned to build a model of a guillotine in French. I mean,
as you do.
you know, as you do. Now, what they meant by this is that you can basically get some like cardboard or at most like a bit of plywood and make it about something that you can probably fit in your hand.
Well, yeah, the average nobody builds anything huge apart from us.
Well,
Yours was bigger, but mine could fit a head in.
which sums up our lives really. That was meant to be a penis joke.
Why?
I don't know.
Wasn't needed. So, but anyway, sorry, I'm spoiling the line. You
Well, anyway.
Yes, your
But what
story.
had happened is obviously I saw this and I realised that a friend of ours had well,
Had a guillotine already.
Had a guillotine. And a friend of ours needed to have an execution. He'd got some. Well, basically, I can't remember why. Actually, we had some proper wood in the back,
Yeah.
and I thought we're not using it for anything.
No.
Why don't I just blow this out of the water? And then I ended up making something that was about 10 times the size of what they expected me to make.
I mean, mine was pretty big.
I mean, yours, as you said, yours could fit a head in it.
His one was slightly narrow and it just can fit, but mine was just the right size for most people
The
to get.
problem with yours is that you can actually chop a head off.
No.
Your blade was made out of foil.
Yes, the problem.
Mine was made out of wood.
Your blade was made out. I mean, yeah, not exactly the sharpest thing on the planet, or most deadliest thing wood. But the reason why mine had to be made out of cardboard was one, because I have overprotective parents, and I thought I might chop my finger off, and because
Finger off. Why do you think you chop your finger off when you can get your whole head in?
well, and that's what they mean. That's more than because I could demonstrate.
Even
I
if that
could
had a
fit-
metal blade, that was not
because
tall
I
enough
could
to chop your head
demonstrate
off.
I could fit my head into it. They realised there is no way you're having a metal blade because even if a wooden thing wouldn't be able to chop your head off, it will probably hurt.
Yes.
It's in the back of your neck.
I mean, this did have a. I mean, the reason I brought this up is I was going to say everybody thought, "Oh, Shaun, that's amazing! Well done for building it." And it's basically I just said Dad, can you do this for me? Like,
Oh, you didn't do it.
I varnished it.
You didn't actually build it. You see,
no.
I built mine
I know, but that's because I'm incompetent at DT and I wanted to look impressive.
with the help of my dad.
Yes, but if...
My dad helped me.
Yeah, but
So as you said, there's always a peer that helps you.
Who won the prize?
Was there a prize?
There was. It was like a rubber and some chocolate, I think.
And did you win?
Yes.
Fair enough.
I don't know why I suddenly remembered there was a prize, but, you know.
Sorry, Mr. Salty.
It's just, it wasn't salty, it was chocolate.
Oh, funny. Anyway, but look, don't worry. I did get my own. I did get my not payback, but my own back by when I won a cooking competition. That somehow everybody else had forgotten about. Or like
What?
it was either French or Spanish. No, it was French. I think it was the next year. We our teacher. I'll just say, our teacher, Miss Lepresti, I think we can say her name.
Well, yeah.
Fantastic.
I doubt she's listening.
If you're listening to this and you're like a student to Miss Lepresti, she's a fantastic.
Say hi.
Say hi to us.
Also, if you are a student of hers,
yes.
as far as we're aware, you're in Papua New Guinea, because that's where she moved to.
Ah, they speak. Do many people?
Is there good Wi-Fi in Papua New Guinea for them to get this?
Oh, maybe we should start speaking French or Spanish, as he's probably teaching them that.
No.
Or was she going there to speak English?
I don't know. Maybe it is there to speak English. She spoke a lot of languages.
Yeah, she was very clever. She was one of the cleverest teachers I knew.
Yeah.
Anyway, what we're going to say. But yeah, in year 8 we had a cooking competition,
And you won it.
and I won that.
And you won a wooden spoon.
Yeah, and
Which is really ironic because the wooden spoon is what you give to people who come last.
yes. Now I remember you were actually kind of salty about mine because you said yours tasted better, or was like yours was cooked, but because mine was slightly undercooked.
Yeah. Yours was. I mean,
But it wasn't like awfully undercooked. It was just a little bit. So it was like it had a slight, as Mary Berry says, soggy bottom.
Oh, we're going into bake-off innuendos
But
here.
like you were a little bit like, oh, I should have won that. But the reason why you didn't was because, well, what was your presentation?
It was awful.
What had happened?
Well, what had happened? Well, basically, what it was is I believe they cupcake things?
Yes, they were cupcakes. I was trying to remember what they're called now.
I can't remember either. But I didn't have cupcake things.
No.
So it was just a box of it, and it was a little bit burnt, and it kind of, and also a lot of it came unlodged when it was in my bag on the way there.
Yeah, so basically
it's kind of all crumbly.
It was crumbly dust which had slightly burnt edges.
But apparently it tasted very good. Can you remember who was it? I wanted to say Mr. Gaston, but that's a character from Beauty and the Beast.
It was Mr. Gaster.
Mr. Gaston. I believe he.
A very interesting character. Another language.
He almost created his own meme when he tried mine because he went. Didn't he say it was like?
It wasn't what he was going to say. Try. It wasn't just you. I think yours was to be tasted first, but he said, "Well, you said it was."
I believe he said, "Oh, that's a taste sensation."
Oh no!
Or something like that.
It's a taste sensation. And the other one was when before he began, he said, "My taste buds are prep."
Oh yes, he did.
He said both. There we go.
So yeah, and then he became a meme.
And then he became
also apparently when they did a trip to Spain in year 10,
which I didn't go to.
No, not did I. But I heard that apparently he pulled a local girl.
Did he?
Yeah, apparently, because they were in a hotel. Apparently, he pulled.
Oh my god!
Good for him.
I mean, well done. Was he a player then?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because didn't he go out with the geography teacher at the end? Well, everyone thought that he did. Everyone will say, "Oh, look." I mean, because they both left at the same time. It was the blonde geography teacher from the north.
Oh, I remember her.
Miss Whisker?
Miss Whisker, the worst teacher we ever had, probably. Not because...
Well, I don't think she was the worst teacher.
Well, okay, maybe not like the worst as in like she didn't know what she was doing, but she was just got angry very quickly.
Yeah.
Just got very angry very quickly, and it's very... I mean, she was, as I say, good teacher. She knew what she was talking about. It's just her methods were a bit primary school, like year 7, and we were year 10 or 11 by this point, weren't we?
No, it would have been year 9.
Was it not? Oh no, yeah, it was
because
year
I remember
9.
year 10 geography. I did that GCSE, and then I had Mr. Barker.
You did have Mr. Barker.
And then it was kind of annoying because we'd all been in the same class at
No,
that time.
don't bring this up. Don't bring this up.
Okay.
Don't bring that up. Look, I don't know what I did wrong in that other paper.
Yeah.
I think I was saying you're in the
Well,
lower
we
class.
might as well explain it. Basically, I've been put down to the lower class, which I probably shouldn't
For no
have.
reason. There
I
was,
shouldn't
there
have
was
been
no
in.
reason.
It's pretty much there wasn't enough room.
Yes.
And although I was better at it than a lot of the people in that class, I was put down to there.
Yeah.
And it was a slightly worse teacher. But then as the GCSE came up, which by the way that's actually quite relevant because we're recording this and hopefully it will go up on the day that GCSE results are being published for.
And many
for the
children's dreams have been shattered.
Yes, and bleachers being drunk.
Yes.
But as it come up to that time, they then just put me in your class for the last 3 weeks.
Last 3 weeks.
Which I can remember at the time found I was like, I mean, thanks, but couldn't you have done it sooner?
A bit sooner. It's a bit random. Like I haven't spoken to anybody. It's just a bit awkward.
Yeah,
almost.
and then what ended up happening was we did the test, and then the results came out, and then I had a B, and then on your paper it said it had a D.
I failed.
But then it did come out that one of yours was badly marked, and I believe you also got a B. But for that moment,
No, I got a C.
I
got a C.
Okay, so
I don't understand. I got a U. I never got a U in anything, but
they gave you a U
I got
for some
it
reason.
so wrong, so wrong. And I don't want to brag, but like I'm not stupid.
No,
I'm not stupid, or I'm not.
Not a silly boy.
That's hard. I don't struggle. I never really struggled with the school system. I just got along. I attended lessons. I had no problem with teachers.
but that test you must have...
Something went wrong.
Oh, actually, I've just thought of something. It's kind of weird coincidence.
Go on.
Because I can remember the mock before we did the GCSE paper,
Yes.
I got a U. Out of nowhere.
And I got probably a B
So-
or an A. Like,
Yeah, well, probably. So that's a weird coincidence.
and it was, and I was very
Well,
annoyed
not really a coincidence,
because
I
it was
suppose,
probably if I'd done better, it probably would have been something I would have considered to do at A level. Certainly in hindsight, I may have should have done it.
Well,
But you
you
know,
know.
life takes its toll, and you meet horrible people. Anyway,
You meet horrible people.
So anyway-
That's nothing to do with school.
sorry, we went from
We went from almost getting on to our first segment, which was at 5, I believe was at 5 minutes,
Yes.
and that's 16.
hey, they expect nothing less
Yeah,
than dawdling
ramble
and rambling.
Yeah, that's what we're about here
So
at Two in
anyway,
the Bush.
should
the
we
Rambly Bush.
should we segue back to?
No. So it might be the quickest we've got here. I don't know.
Probably not.
I can't remember.
Oh no,
it
there's
wasn't
other
the
thing.
second episode. The second episode was definitely longer than this because
Yes.
we were talking about Pride. I don't know about the first one though.
Anyway,
But we'll have to listen to
You'll
that
see in the editing when you're editing it,
But yes,
or people
I suppose.
or the 3 people who watch
But anyway, we're essentially we're dancing around the figurative mulberry bush of this segment.
Go
See,
on.
bush, and now we're going to go to our resident attempt to be interesting. I believe we just said resident there, which I
Now-
didn't mean to.
Attempt to be.
Attempt to be interesting is what it says on the tin.
Now, is this the one with the topic that I'm not entirely?
No, that's the next one
Okay.
because
This-
that's why I got the things down there. I'm trying not to spoil it.
Should we do the slightly controversial one first? Get it out of the way.
No,
Should we do that last? So we
no, it's the same order as it always is, Tim. You know this. This is going to be in the middle.
Okay. Well, that's fine by me.
Now, would you like to go first with your attempt to be interesting, or would you want me
Yes.
to go first?
Well, I guess. Well, as mine concerns food.
Oh, he's back to food.
I think.
Going back to the first episode
And
for
I
that
feel
one.
like it will disturb your one because we'll still be thinking about. I think we should go for your one first.
Oh, you're going for my one. I mean,
Yes.
actually, as it
You
happens,
know what your mine is, so I think we
yes,
should do.
well, you kind of know what mine is. But as it happens, mine has a bit to do with food, but not really.
Go on.
Oh, and somebody's playing loud music in the background.
It's
of
fine,
the
don't
street
worry.
behind us. I hope that's your jam. More food.
And they've gone now. It's fine.
They haven't. I can still hear them.
They're gone. Anyway, carry on,
Anyway.
carry on.
Now, I'm sure you remember back when you were a wee lad,
Yeah.
where you were pissing yourself, and
Right.
wee lad. No.
No, stop.
Okay, I'm going to stop.
Just stop hurting yourself.
I know. I'm just digging myself a hole here, and it's bad. But anyway, I'm sure you remember some of your favourite children's TV shows. Like, say, name a couple now for me.
Well,
of
okay,
your
so
favourites.
which was that? I think when I think of children's programs, I generally think not really preschool. I think around 8 to 10, like 7 to 10, were like
Okay.
things like Arthur.
Arthur, that's a good one. I mean, you can go a little bit before because I believe this is.
I
what
guess
this one
I
is
also
for.
liked Alright, we'll go back then. I like
Postman Pat.
Postman Pat, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies
I
I
like
always found a bit
Teletubbies.
disturbing.
But fair enough.
One that you didn't like that I did was Tracy Beaker.
Oh, I hated Tracy
No, I
Beaker.
think the reason why I liked it, I just personally like the characters.
I
understand.
just didn't.
I understand why you didn't like it. But anyway, this is the side of the
But
point.
anyway, I was also having a bit of a nostalgic moment. I was thinking back to some of my not favourite,
Go on.
but no shows that I watched that I was aware of.
Yeah.
It reminded me of a particularly bizarre show that I believe was on Channel 5 at 5:30 in the morning. That's how early I was getting up as a
You used to
child.
get up that early in the morning?
Yeah.
You psychopath.
How does getting up early make me a psychopath?
I don't know.
I'm not getting up to murder someone.
Alright, you madman, okay? Sorry.
Anyway,
You
now
madman.
this show, I believe, was called The Treacle People.
Yes.
Now,
I've never heard of this show.
I mean,
This is
let me put
news
it
to
this
me.
way: I feel like there's a reason why it was on at 5:30 in the morning.
Go on. Was it
Essentially, what the Treacle People
or were?
were. Yes, thank you for the grammar correction. What they were was a society
Okay.
that mined treacle. They had a treacle mine, and it was weird. It was very weird, especially when you get up early in the morning and you're not entirely with it, and you see these tiny little people going down a mine, and
I
there's
mean, were they
treacle.
like, what's the art? Was it like puppets, animation? What was it?
I can't remember. I think it was animation.
Okay.
It seemed to me like some sort of weird stop motion project that the guy who's on sound for Big Brother had made when he was 15, and they had nothing else to put in on that time slot, so they just chucked it in.
How weird.
It was odd.
I mean, treacle.
and
Like,
essentially-
mine treacle. You think more of oil?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It was pretty much replaced oil. So what I've done is I've written down a couple of episodes that you may not have seen.
Or heard of.
But the episodes may not have happened, but I think would have improved the show if they had.
Oh, I thought this was research, but this is. If you were the writer of this
These
show,
are episodes that I would have wrote.
go on.
First of all, the town that mines treacle begin to suffer from earthquakes as they have found a new mining technique to get to their treacle.
Okay. What's the
Second,
name of the episode?
I haven't thought of names. I can't think of a pun.
Don't worry.
around
Terry, don't worry.
fracking and
Sorry.
treacle.
Sorry.
So another episode I would have made is the people in the Treacle village
Yes.
would find out that another village halfway across the world had a lot of treacle. They had another very rich treacle mine,
Right.
treacle flow, if you will. And they wanted this treacle.
Right.
So what they do is they have a meeting and they decide that this other civilization of treacle people
I know. where this
have
is going.
weapons of mass
Well,
destruction
of course, yes.
and go and invade and and kill people just for the treacle.
Oh, well, in the meantime, fine, they have no nuclear weapons.
Yes.
Or weapons of mass destruction, rather.
Yes. And finally, I would do one where, say, the profits made from the treacle begins to grow and grow.
Brilliant.
Everything becomes a lot very, very infrastructure heavy, very big and very. But it's also keen to note is that the weather isn't particularly good.
That's a shame.
And what would happen is the Treacle village would get to host the World Cup.
Okay.
So there you go.
Well, I think it would have been better. Do you remember much about the actual stories from the show?
No, not at all. I just remember the concept
Do you
of how
remember the
weird it was.
characters?
No.
I think after.
In fairness, it's 5:30 in the morning.
Tell you what, mate. During, I guess, before we do get to my eating part of my talk,
Oh, well,
maybe do some.
that's a spoiler.
Maybe it's fine. Do some research about the Treacle people.
Okay, do
Like,
some
just find out.
research.
But anyway,
What it was and who made it.
yes, you could
So we can
do
shame
it
them.
now.
I'm not going to do it right now because you've got to do your attempt to be interesting.
All right. Well, my attempt to be interesting is, of course, the biggest drama that is crossing. Fuck, I screwed up this now.
I'm thinking. Okay, I'll put it to this: we have a potential for the nation of Great Britain to be divided, and it may be a scar that, if the wrong thing happens, may never heal.
This completely overshadows
Everything.
and the election.
And
Brexit.
It's an election of itself.
It is the election. It is, of course, the Walkers. Keep it or lose me. Keep me or lose me.
Yes. Now, for those
Is
of
that
you
what it's called? Keep me or lose me? Well, choose me.
Choose me or lose me.
That's a bit more catchier. Sorry,
Yes.
it's to choose me
Now,
or lose me.
For those of you who
Walkers.
don't know who Walkers are, which I mean, given that I'm pretty sure that all of our current audience is UK, I mean, how? But just in case in the future, if some Europeans or Americans decide to listen, which, or people,
invade.
or people from Papua New Guinea, which we discussed earlier,
Yes.
Walkers are essentially what in Britain are Lay's crisps.
Yes.
Very simple, but very well known.
Are they
crisps.
made by the same people?
Yeah, must be.
I don't know who came first though.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Anyway, and what they're doing is they've put, to get some kind of marketing, they've decided to put 3 of their most popular crisp flavours at risk.
For no reason.
Well, as
Other
I
than
said,
marketing.
to sell crisps,
It's very annoying.
which admittedly we have done, and we have bought into this. But essentially, they're putting up salt and vinegar,
Yes.
smoky bacon,
Yes.
and prawn cocktail flavours.
Now-
and what you should be able to do is you can there are 3 other new flavours, which are
I'll tell you, we'll explain. So basically, well,
okay.
sorry, you pretty much explained. But I was saying there are 4 very popular, 5 very popular ones in the UK. They are ready salted, cheese and onion,
And then the 3 we just
salt and
mentioned.
vinegar. Yes, and yeah, the 3 that
And
we
those
just
3 are going up against
Yeah, so
flavours from different parts of the world.
salt and
apparently.
vinegar is going to be going up against lime and black pepper from Australia.
Apparently that's Australian. I don't know what's particularly Australian about pepper and limes, but okay.
There we go. Replacing
Potentially.
replacing the underrated, you'd say, and I'd agree, underrated prawn cocktail is paprika. Now this
Which apparently is Spanish.
Now we haven't tried any of these, but I feel like this one could have the potential to be a true rival.
Now, for those of you unaware, essentially what we're going to do is, instead of giving
there's
out
one more.
a
Sorry, there's one
vague... you say you one more.
A vague synopsis.
A vague synopsis of what the flavours are and giving our own opinion. What we're going to do is you're going to taste test
We're
them.
going to try we know what the
This is like premium YouTube content from about a year and a half ago.
Both of us have grown up with the flavours, through a whole
Yeah.
the old ones. So we're just going to try the new ones. Now this is the last one. This is bacon and cheddar. Now I personally feel if any of them are going to replace the classic, this one will.
That's who your money's on.
Then the reason why is just because you have smoky bacon and cheddar. I think
It's
people will
just It's
just
still
wanna-
bacon there.
It's still bacon, but I think people just think we'll try the difference. But this is the only one that I'll probably say is correct. Maybe bacon and cheddar from America.
Of course.
Of course, yeah, Mackie D's.
I mean, quite apart from the fact that cheddar is from the Cheddar Gorge in England.
Oh yeah. Oh.
You lied to us, Marcus. You lied.
Well, they're still all right. Well, maybe we should research where paprika comes from. Maybe it's Spanish. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe these are just particularly popular flavours of Lay's in those countries.
So apparently these flavours are actually from the other countries. This may sound stupid, but
Well, yeah,
they have just alternative flavours to it. I assume they all have red.
Well, they must all have those flavours, but I imagine it's just because it's UK and they're trying to introduce
They're
them.
trying to introduce us, but we're going to.
Now, should we get to trying them, Tim?
Yeah, I think we shouldn't put off.
Yeah.
I think which one do you want to try first?
I want to try lime and black pepper first because I'm pretty sure that salt and vinegar overall is the most popular.
Well, let's go for the ones that we think least likely to go.
Yes.
So we think salt and vinegar is going to stay. So we're going to try this one first.
Try that one.
We think paprika is
Could
50-50.
and
This
then
one we think. I personally think it's a
you think it's 100%.
high chance that this is going to replace.
I'm not so sure,
Really?
but I mean I'd say mine about 60%.
All right. Well.
So let's try that one.
We'll
and then
go
we can
for
get
the.
some
Now we also.
beautiful sound effects there.
Oh my God! You've had the. Oh my God! Well.
Well, in the
we're going
first
to get-
episode we have the crunch.
Now we have.
Which actually
We had the rustle.
we had the rustle. I'm going to play the crunch at some point during this episode. I've
At
decided.
some point, you're just going to just plug it in there. Maybe
Yeah.
while I'm speaking right now.
Yeah, maybe we could use it as a sensor.
Maybe it's the same. But anyway, here we go. This is the
Here we go.
opening of the first one. Lime and black pepper.
Wow.
Ooh.
This is quality
So
content.
before we do anything, let's get the initial whiff.
I mean,
Okay.
whiffing.
It's not strong to smell. Oh,
It smells like kind of like salt and vinegar in a weird
Yeah.
way.
you know what? That's exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, they're
How-
both green. I mean, are you sure we haven't got the wrong pack?
we packaged it wrong. All right, but
So-
anyway.
Now the moment of one of the
Oh, look
three
at
moment.
that
of
one.
truth. Oh,
So-
that is.
Now, just say the great thing about walkers is you never know what kind of shape crisp you're going to get, or chip if you're across the pond.
Well, I mean, they're mostly kind of circular based.
So
I like
they're
those
very funky shapes.
funky
Anyway,
shapes.
Let's
go.
I think. Tell you what, do you want to go?
Oh, dink it.
We'll dink it, but we don't.
Oh,
say
I hope they heard that noise. It was really
Yes,
nice.
let's just go
do it
back.
again.
Let's do that one.
Let's shut up and do it.
Ooh. So anyway, let's go.
Oh, I believe a bit of it's caught in the back of my throat. Hang on.
Oh, well, that's why we
We're
got
going to hear
water.
death here on During the Bush.
Okay, we'll be back in a second. Should we? No,
Right, I'm gonna get my
we'll carry on. I'm gonna have another one.
Oh, no. The ivy's fallen down.
Well, fine.
Tim's just eating the whole packet at this stage.
They taste good, but I want to really get to
Can I
know.
have another one?
Yeah, go for it.
This is what people are subscribed to hear.
Maybe we should just become food critics.
Maybe. I mean, I'd be down for that.
I mean, I'd say
it'd be
I
like
need the
something-
weights.
I don't, but I need the food, I guess.
Right, anyway, let's get to it. And I think for the last crust, we're going to get another new.
Oh,
crust.
you're going to go for a crumb.
You ready? Here we go.
I mean, that is just...
That's pretty good.
That needs to be censored, man.
Now,
I've just censored that with the other crunch. Now,
Now,
what would you say
thoughts?
your thoughts are? I mean, my original thought, the first crisp, was that the flavour you got was only really for us.
it was a very brief one. This is very. I personally, it's quite a weak flavour.
Yeah, it's the sort of...
It's not overwhelming.
No. It's the sort of thing that you could... that sort of crisp you wouldn't eat if you were hungry. You just eat... You put it in a bowl if you're, like, watching something and just have one every
Yes.
now and then.
You don't buy this for the experience of like, I really fancy this chip. This is kind of like a background thing.
Yeah. Because it is the sort of thing that should be nice occasionally.
It's-
you
yeah.
don't, you don't want to just go dum 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 dum.
No,
Which is, that noise was meant to convey just shoveling the crisps down
Yes.
your bit. I mean,
because
don't
the
like finish
the
it
problem
off
is,
like it's a
The
shot.
reason why you said I was shoveling down. The reason why is because I couldn't get the taste. It's quite like the. I don't know what's the more
the
dumb.
lime particularly is brief. The black
lime-
pepper, I'm still kind of
Yeah,
getting in
the black pepper sits there. The lime is very brief. You do taste it.
It's
It's just
just-
very brief.
Just, the thing with brief things is what they should be. They should be strong.
I think we
They should be strong. If you've got a brief flavour, it should be strong and then go. Lime's just like, oh hi, I'm here. So don't mind me. I'll just do my course.
Yeah. So, thoughts? I think we're right. I think
I
this.
mean, at this point, we're gonna have to give this like a mark out of 10.
Well, I guess. Well, first of all, we haven't given like a 10 out of 10 mark for the marks for the classic flavours we have at the moment.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Maybe it's not. I just think. Do you reckon this will replace salt and sorry? What's it? Sorry, not
Salt and vinegar.
Yeah, salt and. Do you reckon this will play?
No,
I don't think so either.
it might come out separately as its own thing. It might. This is not the sort of thing where it'd have a particular, not fan base,
yeah,
but people who favour it.
but I just think this is not.
It's not at salt and vinegar's level.
This
Salt and
is-
vinegar is a very strong flavour. This isn't.
So I guess do you want to go for
Well, I think we said that we'll go for paprika.
paprika? All right, we'll go for paprika. So now paprika is meant to replace prawn cold.
I can already see a problem with paprika.
Go on.
The packet is orange.
Yes.
That's fine. But what about roast chicken?
Now roast chicken is one that people forget about.
Well,
I
yes, but then people could be looking for paprika.
Oh, wow.
And then pick, that's a different look.
It's
I
a
can see.
very nice colour.
Oh my god, that is like.
It's very nice. You want to get a whiff? I haven't had a whiff yet. Do you want to have a whiff?
It smells exactly like you expect it to.
Smells like paprika. What a surprise.
Funny that.
Now, is paprika spicy? I can't remember.
It kind of is. It's kind of like a. When I was a kid, I always thought that paprika was really spicy, but it's not.
I think I'm going to have a problem with it. I mean, I always I'm very picky when it comes to spicy things.
You are very white in that regard.
I'm very, I guess, yes.
Privilege.
Anyway, let's give it a dink.
Dink it.
Let it
Well, hold on. You pulled away from a dink.
try and get the order.
Oh, that's a good
So here
one.
we go. Let's go.
Well.
Wow. I have something I already want to say about this right now.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I don't know if you agree with me, but tell you what, you have that one. I want to go for this again because I feel like this one is not going to make it. I know why already.
Oh.
Well, let's just go for it.
I mean,
Do you know what? I don't know if you agree with me on this one. This just tastes like cheese and onion. Really think about the aftertaste.
a bit.
I just feel like it's a cheese and onion
Well, it's
taste.
cheese and onion without being cheese and onion.
It just seems like
I mean, you get paprika at first, but then it just goes to that sort of taste.
it's just the same kind of taste in your mouth. And I'm really disappointed by that.
oh no,
this is
Tim
not-
has been let down.
This is not a new taste.
I mean,
Lime was a new taste. I mean, it wasn't the.
this is a bit. I don't know if plain is the right word, but
It's just cheese and onion.
it's too familiar, and especially considering it's going up against prawn cocktail, probably the most unique flavour of crisp.
No
that you
way
can
is this
get.
going to replace.
Yeah, this is dead crisp walking.
I mean, I like them. I don't think there's any flavour. Bear in mind, I am vegetarian. Because Walkers are amazing. All their flavours are vegetarian. They're vegetarian crisps.
Are you going to try and segue this into the bacon and cheddar? Because that'd be really cool.
I mean, I might as well because the next one is bacon cheddar. But I'm just saying, there is not a single flavour of Walkers that I dislike. I like them all. Some I like more than others, like the classic ones.
Of course.
But
You're not. It's not like a Pringle situation for you, where you basically
yeah, Pringles,
only like sour cream and onion.
yeah, I only like sour cream and onion. And the reason why I just feel like if you want any other flavours, I feel like Walkers just do it better. That's just how I personally feel. I like the slightly. I don't know, just not the perfection. I like Walkers. Part of the experience is like a different texture and different experience with each.
Yeah.
crisp. But anyway,
Now,
I guess talking about.
oh, say, can you see?
Here we go.
Is
That
that how the American accent goes? I'm
I
just
don't
going to
know.
go for it.
Either way, we don't respect them.
Oh, harsh. I mean, that's kind of that could kind of move on to what
And
your topic for Hellboy
all
Satur's
the
going to
audience
be.
has gone from America. Bye, Pop.
I mean, there's not much right now, but I mean,
No.
let's hope that it gains after a couple more episodes and then they don't listen back to this one.
I personally like America.
I mean, I don't dislike it.
Sorry.
Like the fact we've gone from reviewing crisps to
politics.
reviewing countries.
But anyway, we'll do that. We can do that in another episode. But anyway,
What's Mexico like? Am I right? No. if only there was some sort of infrastructure that Mexico had that could kind of. And I'm gonna.
don't even try. Right. So anyway, we're going to open. This is now this is bacon and cheddar. This
Yes.
is going to replace.
Well, could do.
Could replace.
And this is what your money's on. So you.
Now this is and the reason why I just think people are going to want to try something new. I think smoky bacon is great, but I feel like why not mix it up a little bit?
Well,
It's still bacon.
Tim. Is anyone way to find out?
We'll find out. Here we go.
There's the packet. It'd be really shit if they can't pick up the noise because then it's just be dead air.
Okay.
Go for
I'm
whiff
not
test.
sure about that.
It's very cheesy.
It's very cheesy. It smells like slightly toned down version of what are they called? Puff. Those puff.
What's it?
Cheesy
Cheetos.
Wots. Yeah, Cheetos or cheesy Wotsits or whatever.
Whatever they are.
Very like a similar. Actually, I'm gonna get a better one.
Oh, he's
sorry.
being very picky with his crisp.
Sorry. I mean, they're all the same size. Granted, there we go. Now this one.
I've got a big one.
Oh, there we go. But this one I do hedge my bets on.
Now, is your money in the right place?
Let's go for it.
Can we just get a noise for the drink?
Yep. Ooh.
And go.
I know how I feel about this.
The cheese is strong. And I believe Tim is satisfied. What I would say, if I was critic, there isn't a lot of bacon there.
No. But this one I like.
You know, I think this could actually. I think you're right on this. I think this is.
And the reason why is because you said you can taste the cheese.
Yeah.
but it's not the same cheese taste.
It's cheese and onion.
Cheese and
which
onion.
weirdly paprika seems to suffer.
Yes, but this
Oh Christ! I've got a mutant
this
of a
is
crisp
this
here.
is definitely cheddar,
Yeah, what I'm thinking is it could end up being,
but not
maybe-
like a strong. It's like a normal cheddar, not mature, just
yeah,
normal
it
cheddar.
might not be an alternative to smoky bacon. People won't think, okay, I could get bacon or I could get cheese, cheddar and bacon to get the bacon kick. This could be an alternative to cheese and onion.
I just got one that tasted of bacon,
Oh, did you?
and it was very nice.
Well, I've got a weird crisp here where it's kind of three all stuck together.
Go for it.
So let's see. I'm surprised we haven't quoted Mr. Gaster yet because we mentioned him earlier.
Yeah, my taste buds were prepped.
They were very prepped.
You know, you carry on.
Well, I'm still eating it, mate.
How's it go? Good.
Good. Unlike the lime and black pepper, this is something that you can just shovel down.
This is one.
But it very much is the American way.
I feel like this is one that you would buy for the taste.
Yeah.
I would
Well, to
say.
be honest, you're not exactly buying a crisp for it to be bland, are you?
No, exactly. That's the problem with that. Was the problem with the lime one? Was it was quite bland. It didn't last long. And so I personally think if anyone is to be replaced, and I, you know, it's interesting. I was right, I guess. Well, I'm not right. I'm saying I was right with my predictions. Of,
Yeah, I mean, you know your crisps well.
It's been a while actually since I had Walkers.
This is just why you put this for intent to be interesting. You just wanted some crisps. It's
No.
not really that interesting.
I mean, it's no. I think this is very great. I think this is the talk right now. Don't worry about any other political figures or
Or what have you.
political views. Corbyn.
Corbyn, there you go.
Um,
That's the first Corbyn of the episode. I've got a feeling
But
it might not
this-
be the last.
That this is groundbreaking.
Bun?
Groundbreaking.
I'm sure you just said grand baking.
I did say that.
Grand baking.
This is groundbreaking. I think.
Bring back to soggy bottom as if fucking Great British Bake Off
Yes.
on Channel 4.
On Channel 4
That's
now.
probably what the nation's really on tenderhooks about.
Yes,
Whether
well-
Great British Bake Off will be all right in the
I
red
heard that
channel.
that's actually been replaced now. It's going to be replaced by something. Oh, it has been replaced. It's basically a baking competition between families.
Oh wow,
Very original.
very original. I mean,
I get the, but this time it's I think owned by the BBC. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're going off track here. So there we go. These were my thoughts and Sean's thoughts on the new.
crisps.
So
we tried them, so you don't have to.
well, I think
Can we? Part of me wants to have a kind of food trying section now.
why not?
I mean,
Oh wow.
oh,
I feel like the more you eat them, the more it gets better. The more you know what it is.
okay. Can we just eat the rest of the packs for the rest of the episode?
No, because I feel like that would just be like you just hear, yes, I agree. Nom, 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 nom. But I feel that flavour
I
does
think you're
get
right.
better.
Actually, it
Gets
does as you
better.
get further down.
Like the there's a right ratio of bacon.
Since we've tried all of them, now we can give them a rating.
Yes, I guess we can now. I'm going.
What would you guess? We'll go.
Well, let's
reverse.
just think.
Bacon and cheddar. What would you say your rating is?
I mean, the thing is, I wouldn't say Doritos. Just to say, I know it's a bit of an offshoot here, but Doritos I always rate as my favourite crisps.
Okay.
Or
I mean, they are
what's it?
nachos,
They're
but
You know what I
sure.
mean? You know, it's a snacky
Yeah.
packet thing.
A snacky packet.
Like Cool Original always, I think, are my favourite crisps. They always get a 10 out of 10 for me.
Okay.
And
So those 10 out of 10, where does bacon and cheddar Walkers lie?
I would give 7. I feel like
Okay.
7.
You're rating them in your overall crisp. I'm going to rate them Walkers wise.
Yes.
I'm going to say for me that prawn cocktail is probably at the top. If prawn cocktail
Really?
is a 10,
Yeah.
I would say that those are an 8.
These are an 8.
An 8.
Okay. Now,
Paprika. Would you say your opinion on paprika was?
I mean,
Oh yeah, sweet more.
I'm basically saying, I think so. I like cheese and onion.
But if you want cheese and onion, you're going to buy cheese and onion.
Exactly. Like I
And
feel
if they
like
give you pretty much the same taste,
I
after
feel
you
it's
eat them,
unfair to rate it. I feel like it's just imitation.
kind of weird imitation. It's not even deliberate imitation.
So I feel personally that it would be wrong for me to give it the same mark as I do with cheese and onion, which would probably be 8. But so that's why I'm gonna give it like 4. And the reason why is because it's just cheese and onion.
I would say 5. because it does still kind of taste nice. But
Yes.
it's not really a paprika. If you want paprika,
Yeah.
get paprika Pringles.
There's actually a flavour. That's his
Yeah.
flavour. Well, there we go. I mean,
And it's also very difficult to say.
yes. Now, just say after that, I think just say my personal favourite of the Walkers, I would have to say is, I think salt and vinegar.
Okay.
But I would give it the same mark I did with cheese and onion, which was 8.
Yes.
I believe.
On that note,
Yeah.
lime and black pepper. What would
Ah.
you rate that?
Lime and black pepper. Very underwhelming. It was a nice taste, but
It's
I'm gonna go another one. This is just an
Maybe-
extended. Now
maybe-
this is just now an excuse
Yeah.
to eat them, but like
I mean, we might as well just eat them for the rest of the
I
episode.
mean, I
Come on.
bought them.
Yeah. We're spending money on this podcast now. We're so professional.
I would give it a 5. Middle of the road. Not bad, not amazing. It's like 5 down the middle.
I'd give it a 6,
Okay.
which kind of correlates because you gave paprika a 4.
On the whole, you're averaging a little higher because you're doing it relative to Walkers.
Yeah.
I'm doing it relative to my favorite.
But also, I can see there being people who'd really like
a
this.
niche market.
Much like the hint of lime Doritos.
Right. I don't remember them.
I mean, I believe you can still. I believe they're still a thing, but they were a thing at the very least.
But there we go. That was the section of our thought. Well, this is my section. I guess this is my
Attempts to be interesting.
tend to be interesting.
And what you've done is you've eaten crisps.
And what I've done is eaten crisps and just
You're being fueled by your taste buds here.
there we
Can
go.
we? Can you make it interesting for
But-
taste buds?
You can't say I wasn't raw about my emotions and feelings. This was straight from the heart and
Straight-
the gut
And the guts, and the tongue.
and the taste buds.
But anyway, now we're 45 minutes in. That's
Yeah.
good.
So good. We're right on track.
What I love about that is that the crisps took up a majority of that.
Oh, that's fine.
Mine was about 6 minutes tops.
I do apologise. I did.
No,
slow
it's
it
fine.
down.
It's fine. I mean, I'll get crisps. out of it,
Honestly,
it's
I
fine.
really don't mind if you in this section now. You take most of it because honestly, I don't want to talk too much about mine.
Okay,
Just 'cause
well,
it's a bit
the next
controversial.
bit is almost satire.
Almost.
Where
sad
what
about.
we do is we take something that's been in the news, and instead of talking about it itself, because things on the news can be depressing,
Yeah.
because the world is awful and life is pain, we warp it to our heart's content and try and get something funny out of it.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing. What I was just thinking how much we struggle to get something funny out of
Yes,
this. one.
you've gone for something that's very relevant. Now, what I will say
Yes.
is that, as I said earlier, we didn't obviously do a podcast last week. Now, this means that most of our news stories are about a week old.
This one isn't.
Well, it's
No,
still
my
relevant.
one. This is very relevant. I think.
Mine
still.
is definitely a week old.
Okay. That's fine.
Now, mine's quite upbeat, I'd say. Which
I should stop eating these, by the way. I'm just going to finish them all. Carry on.
finish them all later. But anyway, for my almost sad, I will take this to the great town of Rotherham.
Rotherham.
And in Rotherham,
Is that where the Chuckle Brothers are from?
yes, it was.
There we go. For those who don't know
mean-
the Chuckle Brothers, where were you?
Just Google it.
Just where were you in your childhood?
We'll see you in an hour.
Yes. Anyway, didn't they do a rap with Snoop Dogg?
I believe they did.
Anyway, sorry.
Why are you ruining the Chuckle
I'm
Brothers for
sorry.
people? What have you got against the Chuckle Brothers, Tim?
Nothing.
I mean, g-
No, it's to you, man. To you.
to me.
Back to you.
To me.
Yeah, back to you.
We were both, what I love about that is we both looked at each other. We both knew we had to get to me, so you were in there somewhere.
Of course, if you don't, that's over. What are you doing with life? Anyway,
Yeah.
back to
Anyway,
Rotherham.
back to the great town of Rotherham.
Yes.
There was a robbery in Rotherham. I believe it was of a jewellery shop.
Right.
But what was interesting about it
Go on.
was that the robbers, the criminals, escaped on mopeds.
Right.
Like 50cc mopeds.
Well, downtown.
Yes.
I was trying to quote the song then.
That, what?
Downtown. I'm not even going to start singing.
Downtown?
It's the one about when they. Never mind. Don't worry.
Anyway.
It's a pop song.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's not going to be in bottom of the alternative, I'll tell you that much. Up Up City.
Arm City. Right.
Anyway, so the question is, if you couldn't use any traditional means,
Yes.
what would you use to escape from a robbery? And it can be anything. I quite like the idea of it being a bank job.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what would you escape on?
What kind of bank are we talking?
Well, any bank.
Any
a
bank.
bank that has money that you want to steal. And if you couldn't use a car, or indeed a moped, what would you escape on?
You see, I already know this answer.
Oh, do you?
And the reason why is not directly because I think it's the best means of transport.
Okay.
I think it's because I wanted to do it at my prom.
Are you going to say a tank?
No!
Was it a tank?
It was. This was a jokey thing. I don't think
between us and another friend of ours, we
wanted
had the idea of going to prom on
on
a tank. And it would have been the only way I would have gone to prom is that I'd have got to have gone on a tank. We didn't get the tank, so we didn't go.
Just say very quickly, I hope the audio wasn't cut just a second ago because the battery warning came up. I don't know if that cuts the audio.
I don't think that cuts the
All right,
audio.
yeah,
I think
carry
I've
on.
done it before.
But
no, that's behind the curtain.
We were going to go on a tank. But then
I mean, to be honest though, you can't. How are you going to get there if you're using a tank? Pulling up a bank in a tank.
Well,
It's just.
it's a statement of your intentions.
Well, people are going to give way, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess.
Gives you,
For
give
you
you the
and the
right of way,
police.
or I will shoot you.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I feel like the problem is it's not very conspicuous, is it?
Okay, so what was so?
Well,
what you want to do?
I guess what I wanted to arrive in the prom was because also the tank idea never came
to fruition.
So when I was with Ben, I went around his house. I was thinking,
there's somebody's name.
that's fine. No, we discussed this last time.
Oh yeah, we can say
because on the
names.
first video we spoke names, but for some reason we chose not to in the second.
So,
Anyway, me and my friend Ben, we're both going to go to our this end of secondary school prom, year 11.
yes,
I came up with the greatest idea for what we should arrive.
this is promising.
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh,
It's
okay.
awful. We didn't.
But maybe-
everybody else had organised, limousines, massive American trucks,
Flash cars.
flash cars.
I believe. I don't know if it was our one, but there was definitely one time where somebody turned up in a mystery machine.
Yes, they did. I thought, why not space operas? Why not have a bunch
In a
of
suit on a space
six
opera.
people
In a convoy.
in a convoy?
A convoy of
Space
space
hoppers.
hoppers.
And no, and the reason why I think this is perfect for a bank job, right, is because
Well, you're not exactly going to get a hot pursuit situation on a
you can
space
have
opera.
it folded up, obviously not pumped up, in a briefcase
Well, thing is,
you
have to
run-
pump it up.
to the nearest. I know I'm kind of stretching, but you run to the nearest school.
The bank that is opposite the school.
Exactly. And then
That they'll just let somebody
quickly-
who's most likely in a balaclava through the gates.
you pump it up and just take off your gear
Take off all your gear.
and just bounce around the playground.
What? So a fully grown man bouncing around on a space opera in a children's playground, and nobody will bat an eyelid.
I mean, currently
And also you've got a situation of what point do you go home? Do you go home with the kids? Do you wait until
that's
home
exactly.
time?
You wait till home time. You wait till home time.
And then hopefully, if the police do know what you're doing, hopefully the traffic at the school run is so big that they won't catch you.
You see, and also the reason why I think is because recently, obviously, the teachers are being stretched. So honestly, they're really having to recruit anybody. So if they see some masked men in the bouncing around
On a space opera.
they think they're just teaching assistants, aren't they?
Oh, that's weird. Why is Tony wearing a balaclava? I don't really know, mate. I mean, I always thought that Dave preferred the space operas, but I mean, sure. I mean, what might end up happening there is you might end up getting arrested for looking like a paedophile by accident. So, but I do like the idea. But
Thank you.
I have a couple of ideas.
Okay.
First of all, a horse.
A horse.
A horse.
Okay.
Because partly so you can you look like a fucking highwayman,
Right.
and partly
So you want to leave a good impression to people.
well, not necessarily because my thinking is the horse could do a shit outside the bank.
Oh, okay.
Because what they do, they just shit everywhere. Horses.
Yes.
And then also it's fast,
Yeah.
and you can go across country.
Right.
And if you're on a horse, everybody gets out your way.
I see where you're coming through here. And they're like motorbikes; they can just fit between cars, I guess.
Kind of. I mean,
Kind of.
I imagine filtering on a horse is a lot more difficult than filtering on a
And I'm
bike.
just sorry. Another
Because the horse
reason,
is not going to be best pleased.
and I just thought of another reason why this is so much better than being on a space hopper. Road spikes. A horse can just jump over them. What am I going to do?
Well, you could just get up your leg muscles and do a massive jump on your space
Massive
hopper.
jump over them.
I can see a problem with the horse and I guess a space hopper potholes. Mm-hmm. That could become an issue.
Yes.
But a horse isn't my only idea.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
I think the horse one's fantastic, by the way. I think that's a legitimately good idea.
I'm thinking what you could use is somebody else.
Well, as a piggyback.
Yes. Preferably dressed up in as goofy of an outfit as possible. My thought was a nun. Or just get an actual nun.
Right.
And then if you see a nun giving a criminal a piggyback, think, oh, it's something for charity. I won't bat an eyelid. And then you can give some money to the nun, and it's all good. And you won't have to deal with traffic.
What about if you have, like, you know those cow suits which, like, requires two people? What happens, like, somebody wearing half the suit and then has the other half in their hand?
But the problem with that is that then there's going to be somebody with wearing half of a cow suit, holding the other half of the cow suit outside a bank. Maybe what you can do is you can get two people, but instead of being a cow costume, it can be a horse costume, and then combine the two.
There we go. Okay.
Although you'd need two people.
Did you have another idea?
I'm just trying to think of other ideas off the top of my head.
Honestly, I think both are very good ideas. Really great ideas.
I'm just trying to think, because maybe you could, maybe a bus.
Or just get the bus.
Yeah, just get the bus.
If you just get the bus, they can't really do anything about it. And that's it. Like, if you're on the bus...
they can't stop a bus, because
have you ever seen Doctor Who?
Oh, yes, of course.
Of course you have.
You're talking to the list.
Do you remember the one where, like, that lady was on the run? I don't know what she was on the run for. But she just got into the bus.
It was robbing. It was like a cup of some sort.
She went through
Admittedly, the police were going to corner her, and then it went through a wormhole.
Why don't we just get a wormhole?
Remember, you could get a wormhole.
Why don't we just get a double-decker bus and a wormhole? There we go. Problem solved. We've solved...
All you need is a big wormhole.
Yeah,
the way of creating a wormhole and knowing where it goes.
Here's one I found earlier.
Here's one I made earlier.
But,
and yeah.
I think a bus... The thing is, that sounds too much like the great... but not like the Mini Cooper classic. Mini Cooper gets into the back of a bus. You're talking more just
getting on the bus.
Just getting on the bus.
You got money to pay for the fare.
Yeah. Don't worry.
My original idea... maybe on that note, maybe you could use a train. Because you haven't got police trains, have you?
Oh, you do have police on trains.
You have police on trains, but you don't have police trains. They can't catch you.
You can't exactly...
if you just lock yourself in the toilet,
you
the train go to and from.
roadblock a train, can you?
No. You can't exactly do Grand Theft Train.
I am a player of GTA. There is no way you can stop a train.
Oh yeah, trains are unstoppable.
So,
they could put half of the world in your way and you just get through it.
Exactly, it's fine. So...
do you want to go to your topic?
That reminds me of a story I had a very long time ago where this guy threatened a bus driver with a gun, saying he wants to go to this destination, right?
Yeah.
And the bus driver turned around and said, "That's where we're going." And it gets better because he calmly goes, "Okay,"
but puts the gun away.
Sits down, and I don't think he has a kip. But he just relaxes on the bus.
Oh, I can see where this is going.
Would you like to know where the bus driver ended up going?
The police station?
Absolutely.
Oh, I was going to say he missed his stop.
No, he went to the police station. So he did miss his stop. He went to his other destination.
Yeah, jail.
And the police stormed the bus and arrested him.
Yes. Now, that's...
Now,
it's something you're almost at, and we had a bit of a chat before a podcast.
Yes, but debate of whether we should do it or not.
Well, we might as well say, when we say we're going to warp it for our heart's content,
Yes.
we're going to try and warp it to try and not get any offence.
Yes, and also just maybe just complete a track. More, it's just a prompt for a
Yes.
random question, not try to segue or kind of
Not trying
relate
to-
to the
yeah.
subtopic. I mean, yours was a
Mine
better. Yours was a better example. Mine, the problem is, well, it's
I mean, unless if we're offending the people of Jerusalem
yes, or the
or the people who
Oh my God.
ride mopeds
Oh my
or
God.
mums.
We're so silly. Sorry, just go back to your one very quickly. What about the Chuckle Brothers? What did they use?
Oh,
It was like a four-wheeled cycling.
like a rickshaw.
Yes, use one of them, and just pretend you're on a joyride with the Chuckle Brothers.
Yeah.
Brilliant, done. There we go. That's answered the question.
Or maybe maybe go on Dodgems.
If you're a robber, if you're an up-and-coming robber in Rotherham right now,
A
you
Rotherham
know
robber?
what to do.
We've given you the plans.
Hire the Chuckle Brothers.
Don't tell us don't give our names to the police though.
I mean, you know, the film Baby Driver's come out. Have the Chuckle Brothers be the baby driver.
That makes no sense.
No.
Do you know what the film's about?
Yeah, it's about
A man who got the terrible tinnitus and he listens to music and he's a
isn't it about
hitman or something.
No, it's about. It's just about.
It's
a guy
not about a baby driving.
No, it's about a driver who was hired because he tried to rob himself. I think he tried to rob Sorry, I hope this is not spoiling this plot line, but it was basically he tried to rob this guy's house. It turned out to be a boss, like a mob boss.
Oh, well,
And
they said,
You're actually a good
"You're
driver.
quite good at it." I mean,
And then he hired him and just made him pay off.
it's
the
good to know
debt.
you've got equal opportunities in the mafia world.
So there, you see, they don't judge
Speaking
you.
of which,
They
a
don't.
bit loud car goes past.
Yeah,
They found us
They don't judge you on your ethnicity. They judge you on your skills.
on whether you can get into their house.
Exactly.
Now, anyway, we're
We're
kind of-
sidetracking now. I guess. Well, I'm trying to. I don't want to put it up, but it's basically about Charlottesville.
and all the rigmarole that's gone around.
Yes. Now, I'm not going to. I'm not. I'm not even.
We're not going to comment about what
No,
happened.
well,
We're
we
not
can.
Gonna,
We are obviously
I mean-
very anti-Nazi, of course. That's just a no-brainer for the Western world.
Corbyn.
Corbyn. It's for the Western world. Well, saying that is the heart of the Western world apparently.
look.
Rather ironically.
Well, we don't want to get too much into it because it's
Anyway.
a sticky subject.
Yes, very sick. I guess
We've had to warp this a lot.
if you are going on any demonstration,
I mean,
what flag would you bring?
I prepare for maybe just or maybe we can do it so, depending on which march or something, which type of march you're going to,
Yes.
you can adjust which flag.
Okay. So what are you thinking?
I mean, my thinking is
God, I feel so terrible talking about this right now.
that if I went to an alt-right march, which would be unlikely,
Yep.
I would, instead of bringing one flag,
Yes.
I'd bring a lot of them.
Right.
And I'd bring a lot of flags from, say, Asia and Africa
Okay.
and South America.
Yeah.
So essentially,
You're basically counteracting the supremacy.
you could pretty
idea.
much say,
We are all as one. We are all one. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. It's fine. Don't worry. That's just the storage thing. Don't worry about
yeah,
it.
we just got a storage message on his phone.
Don't worry.
So then it's basically saying, oh, you're so anti-Semitic, but what about all of those flags over there?
Ah.
You can't be anti-Semitic if you're accepting people from over there. I mean, hypothetically, what probably happened is that the country would think, oh my God, they've got Nazis in that country, and then they'd probably counteract itself. So, I mean, maybe you could just get a lot of maybe get like Soviet flags.
They were equally controversial in World War
Okay.
II. I'm sorry. Honestly, it is. I probably should have come up with something better. I'm sorry.
We just had to improvise on this front. So
Just because I had another story. I'm very pleased I did the Walkers one instead.
this was prep. That was prep for this.
That was a lot more. It was kind of to counteract. So I think I've learned to say from this. I think I've learned to stay away. I think for me personally, I don't want to cross that line.
I mean, I was thinking maybe if I went to like a LGBT march, I'd bring like a Pink Floyd flag because of the prism.
I guarantee people do it.
Probably already do.
Guarantee. Why not?
Maybe, I mean, I'm trying to think what sort of flag you get to not alt left. I don't think there's such a thing as an alt left, but kind of a left march.
Corbyn.
I'd bring a green flag. because red is a very prominent colour. So just have a green one in there.
I mean, if you do
I'll bring the old Libyan
if you do
flag.
bring green flag, it means that however you're getting round, it won't break down because green flag.
Actually, no. I've had a great idea
Go on.
for alt-right.
Yeah.
And this kind of works multiple levels.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely white flag.
Yeah.
But you think, oh, is that a comment on what their politics are like? No. I would have this thing right in that. I'd be right at the front with this flag and going, "We surrender! We surrender! Help us, please!"
Help me, please. Please be merciful upon me. And so, yeah, I guess that. I guess I don't want to continue with this one. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's move on because we're at the hour mark, so we're kind of already gone long.
At the hour mark.
So let's move on.
We're going to move on, and I guess we're going to do your favourite and my personal favourite.
It's certainly your favourite.
Certainly my favourite segment.
I've watched him write all of his lyrics. I've
Yes.
been giggling like a Japanese schoolgirl all the time.
Just because I knew the song I wanted to do, and I just from the beginning, yes. I'm looking forward to this one.
Which of us should go first?
I want you to go first.
I feel like I've gone first on all of these.
Really?
Yeah, because I definitely went first for. Yeah, I have.
All right. Well, too. I'll go first. then.
Okay,
Okay. So this song.
change it up.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so tell me your lyrics.
here we go.
Oh, might as well say.
Yeah, sorry,
Because
yeah.
you haven't actually explained to anybody who knew. Essentially,
Yes, so
bottom
people
of the
do.
alternatives, we call this segment, and we take some lyrics from a well-known song and make all of them the opposites and see what happens happens with them.
And why is it bottom of the alternative? Because what's the reverse
Because
of that?
top of the pops.
And Top of the Pops was once upon a time pretty much the go-to for the newest.
Yeah, you had all
biggest
of
hits.
your favourite music artists on there. You had hosts that were secretly paedophiles. It was great.
Damn the good old days. Anyway, I'll just help myself to some more.
He's having some more crisps. He can't help himself
or cheese and onion.
because you need.
Anyway, here we go.
that. Okay, let's
This is my song.
what song is he? Has he opposited?
Here we go. I'm not going to tell you.
Well, no, I know. I've got to guess. That's the point.
Yes. So, mound always you stay in with everyone,
Okay.
or you blinded parallel the desert.
Okay.
Or you will brain dead of none then stuff. Why I can't be asked.
I can't be asked.
So I'll do that line again because I fumbled over it.
Okay.
Or you brain dead of none the stuff. Why I can't be asked.
I can't be. Okay, so the first line was mound.
I haven't finished.
Oh, have you?
No, the last line is or out or out your toes you draw many paintings.
Okay.
So
Okay, so
you wanna have a
so
go-
what's the first line?
well, I guess
It was mound.
mound always
Mound always.
you stay in with everyone.
So okay, I'm not entirely sure about mound. So always would be never. Never. I leave with no one.
You're gonna have to kind of restart.
Okay. What's the opposite? What's the opposite of mound? Is this like a termite mound?
No.
Okay,
No.
mound is in what?
It's-
Is it what was in
Well,
getting up on something? That's
skip
mound.
I think we'll skip the mound.
Okay.
Well, always. Well, mound always you stay in with everyone.
Mound always.
Always. It's not never.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay. Sometimes
Yeah.
I stay in, go out. Sometimes I go out with no one, without no one. Sometimes I go out.
The reason why it's with is because otherwise it would just make. Well, again, maybe I should have just kept it with by.
I.
By.
I go-
by. Not with. Rather than with is by.
So sometimes I go out by
What do you think would be everyone?
no one.
Another one for no one.
Some people.
Another one. Another one for no one. Another way you say
Nobody?
no. No.
Alone.
By blank.
Myself.
Yes.
Sometimes I go out by myself, and then don't know what mound is.
Don't worry about it.
And then it's all you blinded parallel the desert.
Yeah.
So it's Is all opposite?
Yeah, it has an opposite.
So
Yep.
it's and.
Yep.
And I see. I'll be honest. Tim did ask me for a little bit of help with parallel. I believe it's across.
Yes.
It says, and I see across the
Desert.
waves. Across the sea. The lake. The
Well, okay. What do they all contain?
water.
There we go.
So
Read.
sometimes-
You should know it by now. Read the first.
sometimes I go out by myself, and sometimes I go out, see across the water, and I
Brain dead.
that thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think, is it if. Well, was it? Was that say?
This one was really difficult because it's not.
Can you just say after the stuff after the brain dead? What it says, and I think, and then it's of.
To myself.
Think to myself. Is it think to myself? What?
Hang on, no.
Have you done it wrong?
No, I haven't done it right. Or you brain dead of none the stuff. Why
None the stuff.
Can't be asked.
So
Yeah.
of none the stuff is of the things.
Yes.
So I think of the things why I try, bother, why you try. Is I'm opposite?
I'm trying to remember now. Why can't be asked is in brackets. Basically, how I do it now is sometimes there's a phrase that's not necessary, like a word can't be replaced with another word.
So he uses a
I
phrase.
use a phrase like can't be asked.
Okay, so can't be asked is not bothering. So determined.
Oh, well, what I think is what you're doing. I could just say not doing, so I said can't be asked.
So it's doing
Yes.
what I'm doing.
Yes.
Of what I'm doing.
Yes.
All the things
What you're doing. You're doing.
things that you're doing. So
Yes.
sometimes I
And then the
sometimes
last
I go out by
line is-
myself, and then that says all
I'm
or
in
I'm in
my.
my toes, fingers,
What's the opposite of toes, I guess?
fingers,
Well, maybe I should have just said
feet,
feet. What's the opposite of feet?
hands,
I guess up here. That's the only problem. I don't,
head,
Head.
shoulders, knees, and toes. I guess.
Maybe. That was the hard one. Do you know what the song is? We
No, I
worked out
can't
what-
think of it.
Really?
So it's something. Sometimes I go out by myself, and think of, and look across the water.
People would have worked this out.
I know.
Maybe you don't need
I
to.
think I know the tune. It's like look across the water, and I don't know the song.
It's called- do you want me to tell you what
is
it
it
is?
like Sweetest I'm Happy?
It's called Valerie.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
It's Valerie, of course.
Of course, it's Valerie.
Now the read. Now the,
Oh, damn it!
yes. Now I'm going to explain to you mound. Now, what's the very first word of the lyrics? What's the very first?
Well, it's well. Oh, that's really clever.
I couldn't think of the opposite of well. I could just said well not. I just
We
said
did well.
mound.
That's really clever.
There
I
you go.
like that.
So I'll read you the lyrics again.
Okay.
I'll slow it down a little bit, and hopefully, the audience, between the laughing and stumbling and stuttering, you may work out what I
I'm
was.
so annoyed I didn't get that.
Mound always, you stay in with everyone,
Well, sometimes I go out by myself
or you blinded parallel the desert,
and I look across the water. Better.
or you brain dead of none the stuff. Why I can't be asked.
And I think of all the things what you're doing,
Or out your toes you draw many paintings.
and in my head I paint a picture.
Yes. Those ones just flip around. Painting and I draw,
Fair enough.
paint, draw, picture, painting.
That's a good one.
Yes.
So now on to mine. I'm just gonna get my notes
I'm
up.
glad, I'm really glad with that one because
Funnily enough, much like yours, mine isn't actually the chorus of the song.
yours isn't.
It's a bit of the first verse.
What did you say very quickly? You know, with the reason why I wanted to do the chorus because of course it repeats Valerie 3 times.
Which you learned when you did Chasing Cars, repeating.
Yes.
And also had you.
Well, I would have just changed Valerie to Brian.
Which, by the way, Brian. Which also, by the way, I listened back obviously because I edit the podcast. I didn't say Chasing Cars, but I said If I lay here and you're like, yeah, he knows the song. It's like some sort of weird kind of.
Yeah, he knows the song. Because it's very...
Yeah, maybe few people will remember the name off the top of your head.
But anyway, here we go.
Anyway, right, so my one
Yes.
goes like this.
Okay.
Her feet are clean, elbows strong, legs are light.
Oh my god, this sounds beautiful.
There isn't saliva on her trousers yet. Unless Tim's gone.
It just sounds so wrong.
I'm going to do that
It
again.
sounds so wrong.
I'm going to do that
I
one
mean,
again.
grammatically, it's perfect. It's better than mine. Like,
gonna-
yours could be lyrics, but very weird song.
I'm going to... Trust me, the grammar goes in a minute. I'm going to say that line again because I didn't quite finish it.
Start from the top.
Okay, I'll start from the
Sorry.
top. Her feet are clean,
Yeah.
elbows strong,
Yeah.
legs are light.
Yep.
There isn't saliva on her trousers yet.
Okay.
Dad's noodles. She's confident, and off the interior, she looks panicked and unprepared
Okay.
to pick up sparklers, and she keeps on remembering. Any guesses?
Oh god! What's going on?
I wasn't expecting it to go that much.
Alright. Right, well, I'm going to assume she's he.
Yes.
Okay.
So the first line is, her feet are clean, elbows strong, legs are light.
His hands are dirty.
Okay.
Next bit, sorry. Next bit.
Elbows strong, legs are light.
Elbow strong. Knees weak.
Yes.
Something like
Legs are light.
arms heavy.
Okay. There isn't a lot of this I had to kind of improvise. There isn't saliva on her trousers yet. Dad's noodles.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Right. There isn't saliva on her trousers.
Yet.
Saliva.
Look,
Saliva.
You're not, I am fully aware you're not going to get it. But
Saliva.
if when I tell you what the word,
saliva, vomit.
you know what? You're right.
Am I?
Yes.
Right then. Vomit.
So there's
It's literally vomit.
there's
Vomit.
okay on her trousers yet. Dad's noodles.
In his trousers.
No, not in
his
no,
pants.
no.
On. In.
No, he's on
Oh, he's on. On
his
opposite trousers. Legs, I guess.
I mean,
Shirt.
you're close, kind of.
Jumper.
I'll give
hoodie.
you that because it's the American word for it.
Oh, obviously jumper.
Yeah,
Hoodie.
no sweater.
Oh, ugh.
And then Dad's noodles. You know,
Mum's spaghetti.
Yes.
Is that actually it?
Yeah. I'm surprised you got spaghetti so quickly.
I don't know this song.
Don't you?
I'm amazed. I don't know what it
This
is.
song won an Oscar.
Mum's spaghetti
Yeah.
is in the lyrics.
Yes.
Mum's spaghetti.
Do you want me to tell you what it is?
I want to hear it one more time.
Well, just hear the opposite of it.
Yeah, let's hit. Yeah, go for
Okay,
it.
so her feet are clean,
Yeah,
elbows strong, legs are light.
it could. Right,
There
that
isn't-
line there could almost be poetic.
Yeah. There isn't saliva on her trousers yet. Dad's noodles.
A fetish.
She's confident and off the interior. She looks panicked and unprepared.
Strong and stable. Theresa May.
Theresa May.
Is this song called Theresa May?
No, it's not. To pick up sparklers, and she keeps on remembering.
To drop darkness.
Do you want me to tell you?
Go on then.
The song
Yeah.
is "Lose Yourself" by Eminem
Of course it is.
because it's his hands are sweaty, knees weak,
it
arms
rap?
are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mum's spaghetti.
Now I know it.
He's
Is it rap?
he's nervous, and he's nervous on the yeah.
That's why, because I was thinking of I was trying to think of a tune.
Because I mean,
That's clever because rap's like there isn't exactly like a tune. It's just kind of like a beat. And
yeah.
Just Rhyming.
I'm kind of confused. I think I'm kind of
Mum's
confused with what the third line.
Why
Is.
did Dad's noodles
But what's the opposite of spaghetti?
pasta?
Not really. Noodles is the closest thing. It's kind of made differently, and that's. And then I think so.
What about meatball? Dad's
Meatballs. Damn it, that would have been better. Dad's bolognese.
Yeah, but Dad's bolognese. Ooh.
Daddy's bolognese.
Daddy's special bolognese.
His special sauce.
Yep.
And then she's confident and off the interior.
He's nervous.
He's nervous on the surface, or maybe on the
inside.
I think it's on the surface. Yes.
You said it.
No, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready because it's spaghetti.
Yeah.
And then
Mum's
the
spaghetti.
line to pick up sparklers and she keeps on remembering.
Yes.
Is to drop bombs, but he keeps forgetting.
What's the song about?
I believe it was a film, and it was about somebody who lived in kind of lower class area.
Right.
I believe he lived in a caravan actually.
Okay.
And what he wanted, and he was very young. He didn't have a lot of money. He had an aspiration to be a rapper.
Yeah.
And this song was about what goes through your head and what the consequences are if you get it wrong of messing up a rap battle.
I think I remember. I haven't watched
remember
the
what the film's called. But
No. I think I remember hearing about it.
That's it.
Is it a true life story, isn't it?
I don't know off the top of my head. Might be.
Fucking hell, that.
But anyway.
I just wanted to. Can I hear the whole thing one more time in your version?
Okay.
It was poetry.
Okay. Her feet are clean.
Yes.
Elbows strong. Legs are light.
Poetic.
There isn't saliva on her trousers yet. Daddy's noodles.
Definitely a fetish.
She's confident and off the interior. She looks panicked and unprepared. To pick up sparklers, and she keeps on remembering.
This is just 50 Shades of Grey now. That second to last line, what was it again? She looks nervous?
She's confident and off the interior. She looks panicked and unprepared.
Yes. Yes. I haven't watched 50 Shades of Grey. Hope I never do.
He's read it though.
Oh, I've read it.
I mean, God, that's a.
And I'll tell you one thing. It definitely was Dad's spaghetti.
Yeah, Daddy's noodles.
Daddy's noodles. It was definitely
Daddy's bolognese.
Daddy's bolognase. Well,
No, anyway, what I will say about this is
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a way of putting it in, but it is a way to honour somebody who sadly passed. Is it fair to say, good game?
good gamey. No.
That was the Dick and Dom version, you melon. I was trying to be nice and sincere. You just said a piss take.
Gamey.
Game.
What was his phrase? I can't remember.
It was just good game.
Good game.
But when you think about it, does that mean that Bruce Forsyth originated the kind of GG well played?
In a very English, lower class
game
way.
show kind of way.
Good game. Good game. I'm so sorry, Bruce, like, wherever you are. I genuinely thought that was your quote and it was funny.
On that, I don't even know if it's a note, really.
No. And on that bombshell, we have to end. And as always, what did he used to say? What was his other one? Do you remember what Strictly Come Dancing? What did you
Keep
say?
dancing.
Keep dancing. Da, 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 da.
What I want to do is in post, I want to have the music start when we're doing that, so it sounds really weird. But anyway, if you didn't see me doing that, we're going to have to wrap this up quickly. So say goodbye, Tim.
Bye, Tim.
Goodbye.